You won't believe what really destroyed one of Kenya's most iconic love stories, from a fairy tale couple to public enemies overnight.
I've tried calling, I've tried texting even the mother because I know she's the mastermind.
Cheating accusations, public humiliation, a gifted car taken back, and a man who went from mansions and supercars to losing almost everything.
It has not been easy for me. Actually, healing took much time because of my daughter.
But that is not all. Wait until you hear what happened after the breakup. Social media turned into a war zone.
Pluto is the one who ended this relationship. I'm not the one who did.
Families clashed.
Those people who are around them.
Child custody battles exploded in public. Was it really cheating that made Felicity Shiru walk away? Or was something darker happening behind the scenes? Tears, depression, financial collapse. The Pluto admits that he was broke, single and broken, selling his cars, losing his mansion, hitting rock bottom in front of the entire country.
Just because I'm asking to see my daughter, na mimi mwenyewe nimeuliza how much money do you want? If it's about money. Do you mean niliambiwa the last time I never bought? I have messages here.
But here is the shocking truth that no one talks about. This breakup didn't start in 2024. It was always a ticking time bomb from day one.
Pluto is the one who ended this relationship. I'm not the one who did.
And the final twist, just when you think the story is over, a new woman, a traditional wedding, and a chapter that nobody saw coming. This is the tragic fall of the Pluto and Felicity Shiru. What really happened is going to leave you speechless. They were the couple that everyone wanted to be. 3 years of what looked like pure magic on our screens. The Pluto, the king of loyalty tests, the street sanitizer who made millions, exposing cheaters, and Felicity Shiru, the beautiful content creator who stood by his side. Together, they built an empire, a family, a brand. They gave us couple goals. They showed us romance. They had a daughter named Zoey, and they lived in a mansion worth millions. But behind the perfectly curated Instagram posts, behind the smiling photos and the matching outfits, a ticking time bomb was counting down. And when it exploded, it did not just end a relationship. It destroyed lives, sparked social media wars, separated a father from his daughter, and left one of Kenya's most successful creators broke, depressed, and desperate.
Okay, let's first of all, babe, talk about our maybe last videos, you know, videos flow.
Okay.
Yes.
This is that story, the real story, the one they didn't want you to know. Let us go back to where it all began. The year was 2021, JKUAT campus. A group of friends planning a road trip to Naivasha for the safari rally. That is where Robert Ndegwa Kamau, known to the world as the Pluto, first locked eyes with Felicity Shiru. The chemistry, electric. Within months, they were Kenya's hottest new couple. But here is what most people don't know, what the Instagram filters couldn't hide. Even from the beginning, there were cracks, deep, dangerous cracks. In 2021, just months after they started dating, the Pluto ended things. He was the one who walked away first. After that trip to Naivasha, he told Felicity that he needed a break. She was confused. She didn't understand. She thought they were building something real.
Pluto is the one who ended this relationship. I'm not the one who did. And the thing started, history yote ilianza when after the day we traveled, the travel log that we did, tukiwa Naivasha. So when we came back a few days later,
Pluto is the one who ended this relationship, not me. Felicity will later reveal. After we came back from Naivasha, he told me that he needed a break. I was confused because I didn't understand what the break was for. He assured me it was just a break, not a breakup. But the next day, he sent me a long text, and it was clear he was breaking up with me.
The next day, I remember texting him, nikamwambia, I'm not comfortable with this break, like hainipei peace at all. So nikamshow like we need to talk. Yeah. So I remember like nikim text, he sent me a long text, a long message akiniambia it was like a breakup text, yeah, but si ati alikuwa amesema in specific.
But wait, there is even more. Pluto went live on social media to announce the breakup.
I'm single but I'm not searching. I'm not searching.
Kwani umeja DM?
Hata nikwambie nika madem alikuwa anangojea heartbreak. Can we talk? Can we have a conversation?
And get this, he told Felicity beforehand. He even said he would make sure he cried in the video. Calculated, performative. This was not just a breakup. This was content. This was a show. And Felicity, she was just finding out that her private pain was about to become public entertainment. But that is not all. Wait until you see what happened next. They got back together because of course they did. In 2022, they reconciled. Felicity moved into Pluto's home. She got pregnant, and in November of 2022, their daughter Zoey was born. During Felicity's baby shower, the Pluto did something that went viral across Kenya. He gifted her a Mazda CX-5, a push present, a thank you. The video of Felicity's shocked face, the car keys in her hand, melted hearts across the nation. And this was love, right? This was commitment. Or was it? Here is what nobody tells you about living your life online. Every smile is scrutinized. Every kiss is analyzed. Every moment of silence is suspicious. The Pluto and Felicity Shiru were not just a couple. They were a brand, they were a business, and a business needed drama to survive. In 2022, during an appearance on DJ Mo and Size 8 reality show, Love in the Wild, Felicity made a confession that should have been a warning sign. She admitted, "I wasn't completely confident that Pluto and I would be together for life."
The first circumstance is that tulikuwa tunapendana. And then now our firstborn came, baby Zoey, and that is when now things happened.
You see, you guys started immediately mkiingia kwa marriage.
Yeah.
She entered pregnant.
We had not discussed marriage or kids extensively, so we just dealt with things as they came. Read that again. She wasn't confident. They had not planned this. They were just coasting, living day by day, and the pressure it was building. The online in-laws were relentless. Every post, every photo, every video sparked debates. Are they really happy? Is this for clout? When is he going to marry her properly? The comments section became a courtroom, and the Pluto and Felicity were on trial 24/7. The Pluto himself later admitted that publicizing their relationship was a mistake. He regretted exposing his daughter to the trolls. He regretted turning his family into content. But by then, it was too late. The damage was already done.
Of people. And the reason I wouldn't talk about Felicity as a person is because she's not here to defend herself. That's why I'm only dwelling on Zoe's part.
And then the allegations started pouring in. Cheating, the word that destroys relationships. The accusations that poisons love. Rumors began circulating that the Pluto was unfaithful. Multiple times, Felicity, ever loyal, defended him publicly. She said he explained everything. She believed him. She stood by him. But here is the twist. In April of 2024, during that same show, while Love, the Pluto revealed something shocking. Quote, "I took her phone one day and found celebrities and politicians in her DMs. It's a challenge. Even though she hasn't replied, they are just there. You can even find your own friends sliding in her DMs." He also mentioned taking his own phone and finding her friends in his DMs.
Sijua sijajisave zote zinakuanga na sitakangi. Sasa unajua nafanyanga hivyo ndio kama
the trust, it was eroding. The foundation, it was crumbling. They were both receiving advances from other people. They were both suspicious. They were both exhausted. But that's not the worst part. You won't believe what came next. Behind the scenes, the Pluto was making financial decisions that would later haunt him. Against the advice of his friend and mentor Marwa, he took on 2 major projects simultaneously, moving into a luxurious mansion and constructing a multi-million rental building. I quote, "My brother, I am Marwa, warned me, but I didn't listen. I took 2 major projects at the same time. Instead of concentrating on one until completion, a mansion and a whole building, several floors, they finished me." By October of 2024, the Pluto was broke, not struggling, broke. The mansion that once represented success became a burden. The cars that once symbolized wealth became liabilities, and the relationship that once gave him purpose, it was suffocating him. On September 11th of 2024, the day the dream died, the Pluto posted on Instagram, "We have decided to go our separate ways and end our 3-year relationship. Thank you for your continued support from family, friends and fans. Let's not speculate anything, not to spread lies about the situation. We will cooperate peacefully to ensure the life of our lovely daughter is not affected. Give us some space during this hard time. Cooperate peacefully, give us some space, don't spread lies." But the internet doesn't give space, and the breakup, it was anything but peaceful. Felicity was blindsided. Again, she later claimed she wasn't even informed properly about the split. One day they were together, the next day they were a public announcement. No conversation, no closure, just a post. And then the accusations exploded like grenades. Rumors spread that the Pluto kicked Felicity out of their mansion with nothing but her clothes, that he did not let her take anything, that he had to start from scratch, shopping for basics, searching for a new home while carrying their daughter. Pluto fired back, "I don't understand why bloggers choose to write lies about me all the time. Only if you all knew the truth, but I decided to hold my peace forever." But the damage was done. Public opinion stand. Some sided with Felicity Shiru, the abandoned mother. Others defended the Pluto, the misunderstood provider, and Kenya was divided. Then came the car, the Mazda CX-5, the push present that symbolized love and appreciation. Felicity announced she was selling it. Why? Nobody knows for sure. Some said it was to upgrade. Others whispered that the Pluto wanted it back. The gift that once went viral was now a point of contention. Another reminder that nothing gold can stay, but here is where it gets absolutely insane. The custody battle. After the breakup, communication between the Pluto and Felicity's family completely broke down. In November of 2025, Pluto made an explosive claim during an interview with Oga Obina. He alleged that Felicity's family, specifically her mother, was preventing him from seeing his daughter Zoey. And I quote, "Because if you don't pick up my phones as the grandmother of the kid, you don't know what I want to say. I have asked so many times, how much money do you want? Because if it's about money, I remember the last time I was told, I never bought it. I don't know what. And I have messages here. I wouldn't come here and lie about this kind of things in front of people." He revealed that he hadn't seen Zoey since December 17th of 2024. His voice cracked as he spoke about his daughter. A man who built an empire on testing other people's loyalty couldn't see his own child. The grandmother wouldn't answer his calls. The family had cut him off, and the Pluto, the man who once had it all, was losing the one thing that mattered most, his daughter. By late 2024, the Pluto's world was in ruins, financially destroyed. Quote, "By October I was broke. Then I became single and lonely. I had to sacrifice a lot of things, trust me." The combination of being broke, single and lonely, he described it as the worst feeling he could possibly experience. He sold his cars, all of them. The Prado TX, worth between 5 million and 7 million shillings, was gone. The mansion, he moved out, not because he wanted a fresh start, because he couldn't afford it anymore. He downsized to a smaller place. The man who once represented success now represented what happens when you take on too much, too fast, when you ignore warnings, and when you choose image over stability. And the mental toll, it was devastating. In April of 2023, the Pluto had publicly admitted that he was battling depression. He asked for prayers and support, but few took it seriously. Content creators don't struggle, right? They are living the dream. But by December 11th of 2024, things got so dark that the Pluto deleted every single post from his Instagram account. 700,000 followers staring at a blank page. No explanation, no warning, just emptiness. Fans immediately panicked. Was he okay? Was this a cry for help? Given his previous battle with depression, people were genuinely concerned, but Pluto remained silent. The man who built his career on other people's drama, on exposing cheaters and testing loyalty, had become the drama himself. The hunter had become the hunted. The judge had become the accused. Quote, God had given me everything except the only one thing I ever wanted, a family, but some things happened for a reason, and I have learned not to question God lately. Rather, be thankful and just pray. His granary is full of good things. But wait, there is one more final twist you need to hear. Just when you thought that the story was over, just when you thought that the Pluto had hit rock bottom and was slowly climbing back up, January of 2026 happened. The Pluto held a Ruracio, a traditional Kikuyu wedding ceremony, but not with Felicity Shiru, with someone completely new, a woman named Wanjiku. The internet exploded. How? When? Where did this come from? The Pluto introduced Wanjiku to the world through a heartfelt Instagram post, complete with videos and photos from their lavish traditional ceremony. His family knocked on her door, singing, carrying goodies, following ancient customs. The celebration included delicious food, drinks served in small cups, and different types of rice arranged on tables. And who is Wanjiku? A medical profession, disciplined, educated, around the same age as Pluto. And according to him, she's the one who challenged him to do better. Quote, from friendship born in a season when life was heavy to a bond that carries us across the world, she looked at my undergraduate level and said, you can do more. We are the same age, Bwana. That challenge changed me. She even embraced his daughter Zoey. She loved him despite his imperfections. She didn't care about the drama, the bankruptcy, the public humiliation. She saw potential and she saw a future. I chose her just as intentionally to walk this lifetime journey together. Her family accepted me. The ancestors blessed us because we honored them. This is not a perfect story, it is a real one. And Felicity, how did she react? With grace, with maturity, and with dignity. Hours after Pluto's announcement, Felicity posted photos from a day out with a friend. She later commented publicly that she had moved on and was happy for her ex new chapter. No bitterness, no drama, just acceptance. The internet was divided. Some praised Felicity for her maturity. Others questioned the timing of Pluto's announcement. Was this insensitive? Was this too soon? Just 2 years after breaking Felicity's heart, after putting her through hell, after separating her from their daughter's father, he was marrying someone else. But here is the thing, life doesn't pause for heartbreak, time doesn't stop for pain, and sometimes the person who hurt you the most moves on before you even finished grieving. So what is the lesson here? What can we learn from the tragic fall of the Pluto and Felicity Shiru? Maybe it's that social media is not real life, that likes and comments don't equal love, that living publicly means dying publicly too, or maybe it's the money and mansions don't bring happiness, or perhaps it's that relationship built on content will crumble when the camera turns off, that trust once broken can never fully heal, that some wounds are just too deep to recover from. Whatever the lesson is, one thing is clear, the Pluto and Felicity Shiru were Kenya's golden couple until they weren't. Their love story became a cautionary tale, their family became a battlefield, their dreams became nightmares. Today, Pluto is remarried, starting fresh with Wanjiku. Felicity is healing, rebuilding, moving forward, and Zoey, She's caught in the middle, a child separated from her father, a daughter who deserves better. This is the real story, the untold story, the story that proves that behind every perfect post, behind every viral moment, and behind every couple goal photo, there is a truth that the filters can't hide. What do you think? Was there a villain in this story, or just two broken people who couldn't save each other? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video because stories like these need to be told.